kind of want Chris Wolf in the dark for sure. I think I'm going to go with Guerrero. So let me go ahead and send out the word that the stream is happening.
Hoi!
Appreciate you stopping by. Just doing the dark now. But yeah, like I super fucked up planning like a good show for the weekend of Wrestle Kingdom and GDQ. Because I'm kind of concerned that viewership's going to be pretty light this week, but I don't know, pretty happy with kind of the show I laid out in my head. So I guess counterpoint to that is, hey, we don't have B tier shows, we are going to bring it every week. So, yeah. I'm trying to remember if I would have seen Eddie Guerrero live. I feel like I would have. Chris Wolf, definitely somebody that I kind of regret never getting a chance to see before she retired. But she is very fun on YouTube. As a wolf that looks like a lady. course, Eddie Guerrero, canonically the uncle of everyone in Blake's House Pro Wrestling, does the frog splash, and good lord, that brain buster. Speaking of frog splash, there it is. 1, 2. Ooh, not quite enough to put away Chris Wolf. But pretty shortly before I got this up here, I caught the tail end of Wrestle Kingdom Night 2 with Nick. He ended up stopping by this afternoon. And good show. I don't intend to give away any spoilers on the off chance that you wanted to see that show and managed to dodge like the big spoilers from this weekend. Because there was 2 for sure that I regret being online, like before having actually watched the show. But believe that has left enough time for people to start filing into the building. So as per every week, I'm going to ask you guys to get on your feet, make some noise as we play the intro to another week of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. So let us go ahead and start things off here. You'll notice something distinctly different about this week's graphic. Mag.Lo not hosting the Mag.Lo Open Challenge this week. And there is a very special reason for that. If you were not already aware, then Melv Bash 2000, the cross-promotional event we've been discussing for the past several months, has officially aired, and the results of Team Blake's House and their amazing friends. Third place in a field of 19 total teams. I believe that's, this is not the complete roster of teams that Team Blake's House would have competed against that weekend, but third place overall. So the team of Austin Walker, Mag.Lo, and Raiden will be challenging for the Trios title this week, trying to keep that momentum going a little bit here. So if you saw on that graphic there, Mag.Lo's close personal friend, COLBY, will be holding court in the center of the ring, defending Blake's house against all comers. Additionally, the office at Nick's Wrestling Organization has expressed some interest in developing a championship of their own. We are going to be determining the #1 contenders for that vacant title in the coming weeks. So we'll be seeing a Nick's Wrestling Organization fatal 4-way contest to determine one of the 2 competitors that will be challenging for that vacant championship. But before we get to that, let us go ahead and cut to Alphonso's Japanese excursion. We're going to see if Alphonso could do what COLBY could not, and that is take out a kaiju in a Japanese wrestling ring. So is Alphonso versus Solomon head-to-head, and that match is right now.
Hoi!
Solomon, of course, the best since 1973. Alphonso looking to ring in the year 2020 with a victory over this monstrous competitor. But we're going to have to see exactly what Alphonso is going to be able to do. Against the kaiju that conquered Godzilla NES. Big face rake from Solomon. Alphonso getting the upper hand early. Ooh, but not even a 1 count from Harada. This match will continue. Big face rake again. Ooh, flashy pinning combination, but Alphonso now quick to kick out before the count of 1. Alphonso fighting maybe a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, being compared to COLBY in his Japanese run. Of course, Alphonso thus far undefeated in Japan. Have to see if that streak continues as Solomon works the knee and ankle of Alphonso. Big cutter, but certainly had to take a lot out of him. He saw just how labored his breathing was getting back to his feet. Still only a 1 count. Ooh, big double leg from Solomon, switching into repeated knees to the crown. Alphonso trying to reverse course with that DDT. And locks on the sharpshooter. Solomon nowhere to go. He's going to have to power out of this hold, and he does. Now both competitors battling it out. Alphonso gaining the upper hand, but Solomon pushes him off before he can force that advantage. So shot into the ropes, ducks the flying knee, and big stunner, center of the ring. Alphonso with the cover. 1, 2. Count 2. Alphonso with that stand jab, just beating Solomon to the punch. Seems to be extremely well prepared. Flashing elbow, buries it into the heart of Solomon. It looks like he's going for seconds, but Solomon to his feet. Just a little bit too quick for Alphonso here. Big belly-to-belly overhead suplex. And Alphonso in complete control, and no. Sidesteps that tackle. The ring awareness from Alphonso, so great. Big fireman's carry buster, planting Solomon in that red corner. And once again, sidestepping the tackle from Solomon. Alphonso looking to be at the top of his game on this Japanese excursion here. Solomon is dazed. Once again, another big stunner. 1, 2. And the Japanese crowd getting behind Alphonso. Big kick to the face. And sidesteps that tackle once again. Solomon is unable to get anything going. Ooh, double underhook. Face buster. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. It is going to take more than that to bring down a legitimate kaiju, but maybe a second facebuster will do it. Alphonso pulling Solomon away from the ropes. Hold on just a moment. He's going high risk here. Shooting star press, but Solomon foot on the bottom rope. And big drop kick to the back of the head from Solomon. And now Solomon looking to make his mark in this contest. Alphonso's been in control for the last several minutes, but right now it looks like Alphonso may have exhausted too much energy trying to keep Solomon down, and to no avail. Solomon continues to get back to his feet. Massive gorilla press and slams him to the mat. But Alphonso not done yet. Ooh, big leg kick. Cutting him off before he gets a chance to do anything. Another fireman's carry buster. And Solomon is dazed. Big Tony John knee strike to the side of the head. As I said earlier, Solomon, the best since 1973, is going to take a lot to bring him down and keep him down. And thus far, Alphonso has only accomplished the former. Another massive knee strike, but Solomon to his feet immediately. Alphonso dropped right on his neck, and Solomon stacks him up. Cover 1, 2. Ooh, but now Alphonso kicking out at 2 and beating Solomon to the punch. Quite literally, in fact, with that jab. So quick, so tactical in how he moves around the ring. And once again, sidestepping that tackle. Ooh, but this one will connect, and it just buries a shoulder right into Alphonso's chest. Big hip toss, and Alphonso getting fired up a little bit here. Maybe getting a little bit more than, or possibly underestimating Solomon, and now he's really starting to get into this contest. Solomon shoots Alphonso to the ropes, drops down, and Solomon colliding in the ropes. Slight miscalculation. Could be just that sustained damage from Alphonso's repeated assaults. Really making their mark. Big spine buster. Alphonso setting up. Oh, but Solomon to his feet too quick. And just planting Alphonso into that red corner. That could be enough right there. Oh no. Big drop kick right to the back. And massive claws from Solomon. Was the best in 1973, still the best for 2020. Alphonso's Japanese excursion thus far, truly remarkable, but just as Colby was unable to do in the squared circle against Godzilla, Alphonso unable to bring down a real kaiju in a pro wrestling match. But I do believe Alphonso's Japanese excursion is coming to a close. Believe possibly one more week before he is coming back to a Blake's House wrestling ring proper. But as always, we will be following his matches in Japan, and you will be seeing those at the open of Blake's House TV until he returns and announces exactly what a revitalized what a stronger, more capable Alphonso is going to set out to do in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. But right now we've got a, as I said, just a huge show planned for you guys tonight. Getting word that officially Sterling has announced as the #1 contender, he intends to challenge Terrell Benjamin in a formal capacity for the Blake's House heavyweight title. So we are going to fill you in on that story as it develops tonight. But let us go ahead and get into our first match in a Blake's House wrestling ring. As we've got some inter-promotional action this evening. That's not where that goes. Let's see. As the Sins brothers, the current Blake's House Tag Team Champions, are going to be getting involved in some trios action. And I believe... Well, let us go ahead and get into this match, and we can kind of start to break down the situation with Matthew Knapp and Nick's Wrestling Organization. Of course, the Sins brothers don't need much introduction, as they won the Blake's House Tag Team Championship off of the firm several weeks ago. Matthew Knapp expressing interest in joining Nick's Wrestling Organization. And you've got to figure teaming with the current tag team champions. This is going to be a huge opportunity for him. Princler very rarely getting into the ring, electing to operate more in a promoter capacity. But with the risk of losing one of his top talents to a rival stable, I believe he thought that a match was in order. And accompanying him to the ring in this trios contest is the husband and wife team of the Alpizars. Formidable tag team in their own right. Possibly have their eyes on the tag team titles that the Sins brothers currently hold. And right now, just technical display of wrestling from Princler and James Sins. James reversing that suplex with a suplex of his own. Princler sent to the outside, and Harada will start his count. James Sins shaking off both. Oh, big double leg takedown as Alpizar transitions into a Kimura. Sins able to break the hold and will go back to his brother Dean, and now some tag team offense. Alpizar able to break out of that in similar fashion. Big European uppercut. Now just combination neck and arm hold from Alpizar. Alpizar, not a man to be underestimated. The first ever Shoot Division champion. But got a real shooter of their own in this blue Gatorade corner. As Matthew Knapp, just an enigmatic competitor. But if you let him get inside your head, he can just plain out wrestle you, and that is something he uses to great effect, but Alpizar, a man that has never cared what his opponents think or do, is not going to allow Matthew that advantage. But hard shots to the top of the head. Matthew Knapp will gain the upper hand, and now will lock on an arm hold of his own. So far away from that orange Gatorade corner. And Eric Alpizar bringing his wife into this contest. Big palm strike doesn't quite find its mark. And Matt now bringing Dean Sins back into this match. Big arm drag. And Matt electing to go back into his own corner, allowing one half of the current Blake's House Tag Team Champions one-on-one in the ring with Linda Alpizar. Big step over toe hold face lock. Working both the leg and neck at the same time. And now it is Linda's turn to slug it out from one of these tough kids from Chicago. And Linda gaining the upper hand. Insecurity back of the head, trying to just separate his head clear off his shoulders. But Matt and Dean high and low. Linda stuck in the unblockable. And Linda going back to her own corner, bringing Alpizar back into this match. Big punch to the gut. And Linda once again, step over toe hold face lock. Just trying to wear Matthew down. Then create an opening for Alpizar. Hold on, just pinning combination, but Alpizar's shoulders up before Harada's hand even connects with the mat. Big knee to the gut and a second knee to the back. And Alpizar showing that real-world martial arts experience. Those highly educated hands and feet just pounding Knapp at every opportunity. Big chop to the chest, and once again, James Sins in this contest. And repeated punches to the back of the head. James Sins knows a good thing when he sees it. He's going to allow that to continue while he can take a breather. And Alpizar now returning the favor to this blue Gatorade team with mounted punches of his own, and will go back into his own corner, bring Linda Alpizar in, but once again, just unable to gain the upper hand on the current tag team champion. Super kick! Big arm wringer, and transitions into a chin lock of his own, just trying to stretch Linda out here. Big face rake. Linda now bringing Princler back into this contest. Big elbow right into the back. Princler, James Sins trying to measure one another here. James gaining the upper hand early. He is now applying that same stretch to Princler here. Ooh, big arm drag from Princler. You've got to figure, just strictly from a rival stable point of view, Princler wants those Blake's House Tag Team titles back with Blake's House. But just the excellent tag team wrestling ability of the Sins brothers are what have earned them that title in the first place. It is not going to be easy. Oh my God, big German suplex with Princler hand on the bottom ropes. Likewise, the other big story in this match. What exactly are Matt's intentions with Nick's Wrestling Organization? You saw at the end of last week's show, Matthew Knapp is NWN. But no one from the Nick's Wrestling Organization stable has provided additional comments. Big elbow to the back of the head. And a kick as well to the defenseless Matthew Knapp, but roll up out of nowhere, cover one. Ooh, but Alpizar just too tough. I said, not somebody that is going to be taken by surprise. And Alpizar now, that combination arm and neck hold, and that's going to clear out that blue Gatorade corner. As both the Sins brothers taking on Alpizar. Hold on just a moment here. STO and suplex planting Alpizar into the mat. And Knapp has the advantage for a brief moment, but the Alpizars now taking this fight to that orange Gatorade corner. And Linda going up top. Big boy senton right into the back, and another for good measure. And Matthew Knapp retreating to that blue Gatorade corner, retreating to the Knicks Wrestling Organization corner as he applies that patented dick-based offense, trying to shut Linda down. Ooh, big sling blade from Dean Sins. And Linda trying to roll away from Dean Sins as he continues to rake the face. Ooh, picture perfect dropkick, and Princler following up and flashing elbow right into the throat. And crossface center of the ring. And that is once again going to clear out that blue Gatorade corner. And Princler all alone. Hold on, another crossface. And it is just absolute pandemonium in the ring here. Princler going up top. Diving elbow, buries it into the stomach, and hold on, going up top a second time. Oh, but a little bit too greedy. That's going to provide an opportunity for Dean Sins to get to his own corner. Princler will do the same. And once again, this time the Sins brothers taking on that improvised tag team of Princler and Alpizar. These two men have worked together for years, but not in an official tag team capacity. Ooh, big low roundhouse, taking his leg out from under his leg, transitions into a knee bar. And Dean Sins coming all the way across that orange Gatorade corner. Ooh, big double leg takedown and repeated mounted punches. And once again, that's going to clear that apron out. And now Matthew Knapp delivering mounted punches of his own. And Harada not putting a stop to this. This will create an opportunity for the Sins brothers to make a tag to the fresh man. Dean Sins now legal. Hold on just a moment here. And just absolutely devastating maneuver, planting Eric into the mat. And a running senton of his own. And Alpizar now going back to his own corner, bringing Princler back into this match. Ushigoroshi just plants Alpizar, and now Sins and Princler one-on-one. Northern Light suplex that will get Dean Sins caught up in the ropes here. Ooh, big moonsault fall. 1, 2. Ooh, Alpizar not quite hitting his mark with that double leg. Ooh, big neck breaker from Princler. And here is that superior tag team strategy of the Sins brothers. Dean bringing this fight back to his own corner. This is exactly the type of strategy that would end up winning him the tag team championship against the Firm, as they managed to keep the match in their corner for so long. Ooh, big cross chop. As Princler now head-to-head with Matt. Hold on, there's that patented dick hold. And Alpizar breaking things up, protecting his teammates. Another big Ushigoroshi. And now a crossface as Matthew Knapp just stuck in this hold, trapped there, giving Linda an extra moment to breathe. Ooh, big suplex, but Linda foot on the bottom rope. And once again, there's that patented hold. Hold on, it is total chaos in the ring right now. All 6 competitors in the ring for just a moment here. And both James Sins and Princler dazed after that exchange. Ooh, big football style tackle from Matthew Knapp. Ron Linda, repeated strike combinations and a beautiful drop kick, but pushing Matthew Knapp into that blue Gatorade corner. So dangerous, and exactly like that, Matt able to make the tag. And just Absolutely devastating from Dean Sins, just working the neck of Linda. Linda trying to make her way back to her own corner, able to escape. Ooh, big twisting drop from Linda now. Princler one-on-one with Dean Sins. Oh, heavy left hands from the southpaw. Princler now goes for another cross chop, doesn't quite find its mark, and these two competitors will slug it out in the center of the ring. Dean Sins' big wheel kick and appears to have the upper hand thus far. And another arm wringer from Dean Sins. Big clothesline, setting up for something here. Rana, and so far away from that orange Gatorade corner, and that's going to do it, but Linda getting an extra shot in after the bell. As I said, you've got to figure this Alpizar team possibly interested in the Tag Team Championship. But Dean Sins getting a clean victory with that roll-up in the center of the ring. Just a little bit too far for the Alpizars to come in and make the save. As I said, still no word from the Knicks Wrestling Organization stable exactly what the status of Matthew Knapp is, but he has made his intentions very clear, both with that statement last week, as well as teaming up with the Sins brothers on tonight's program. He wants to join Knicks Wrestling Organization. But on the subject of Knicks Wrestling Organization, mentioned that there was some rumblings from the Knicks Wrestling Organization leadership that they are planning on introducing a championship of their own. And this will be one of the first matches to determine exactly who will be competing for that currently vacant title. Let's see here. And this first fatal four-way, first fall to the finish. They're going to determine possibly the first ever Knicks Wrestling Organization, or a man that could be the first ever Knicks Wrestling Organization heavyweight champion. So let's go ahead and get into that match right now. And the Rapture, a man that we have not seen on Blake's House television in several weeks. Not since being bested for the first time ever by Ramon. Just a hero to Blake's House. Ooh, big rolling lariat. Doesn't quite find its mark. This four-way contest already so very chaotic. And the Bear, of course, just a huge fan favorite in the Blake's House audience. You've got to wonder exactly who is favored here. Is it an actual factual Bear, or is it the monster of a man that is the Rapture, man that was so dominant up until his last singles contest? Do wonder exactly what the Rapture has been up to. What sort of training has he undergone? Any change to his style that was already so vicious? Big regular hug from I'm a Bear. But Bruiser unfazed. Big body slam from the Rapture. And repeated clubbing blows to the side of the head. Alma Bear slugging it out with Dick Bruiser. Ordinarily, I would say you do not want to collide with the colossal paws of a bear, but Dick Bruiser, just a mountainous competitor in his own right, seemed to have been holding his own just fine. Ooh, big kick to the back. Repeated headbutts from both Bruiser and Babyman. Big backdrop. And drop kick to the knee, just planting Alma Bear into the mat. And it seems to be two separate one-on-ones going on right now as the Rapture punishes Dick Bruiser, with Dick Bruiser rolling out of the way of that diving elbow as Babyman and Alma Bear slug it out. Oh, hold on. It looks like both sides changing dance partners now. Clubbing blow to the back. Once again, planting Alma Bear into the mat.
He sucks. Right.
Babyman looks like he has drawn blood with that foreign object he pulled seemingly out of nowhere. And Babyman struggling to get Alma Bear off him here. Remember, this is first fall to the finish. It is going to be chaos from bell to bell. Babyman attempting to take a page out of Matthew Knapp's playbook with that dick-based offense, but unable to secure a victory off of that hold, as there is just too many men. Oh, hold on, there's that patented sleeper hold, but the Rapture so resilient, not going to be submitted.
Give up. Give up.
And there's...
Give up.
It's very difficult to tell exactly what the strategy of these four men are. Ordinarily, you might see a situation where somebody wants to stay back, stay away from the action, but all four competitors so involved that it's possible that none of them want to be or want to not be involved in that decisive fall of the match. They want to be as close as they can to the action. Ooh, big diving kick right into the snout of Alma Bear. Ooh, only a 1 count. And that is a second competitor that the many foreign objects of Babyman has busted open. Babyman possibly setting up for something, but the Rapture has other plans. But hold on, all four competitors once again to their feet. Giant choke slam. All the while, Dick Bruiser able to get a hand on that top rope, protecting himself a little bit, and massive paws from Alma Bear. Hold on just a moment here. Babyman with those just steel knuckles here. Oh, nearly a 3 count fall there. I think strictly in terms of strategy. Oh my god, Kamigoye from Alma Bear. And now locks on that choke once again, but Babyman not submitting to that assault. And total chaos in the ring as Dick Bruiser briefly the only man standing. Big running DDT from Babyman, but the Rapture so quick to his feet. As Ramon has proven, it is possible to keep this man down for the count, but so incredibly difficult to do so. Hold on just a moment. Freak accident just crushing Alma Bear, but Dick Bruiser too winded to capitalize any further. And still just absolute pandemonium in the ring. Sandwich lariat just crushing Dick Bruiser here.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give
Mario
up.
checking two separate competitors. Ooh, massive slam. Hold on. The Rapture now briefly distracted. And that is the problem with this match. Ooh, devastating powerbomb, but the Rapture cuts him off. Now the Rapture all alone, just flattening Baby Man here.
He sucks. Give up. Give up.
And just digging that foreign object into the bones of the Rapture. And
Lucky Love. Lucky Love.
it's still just
Give up.
complete chaos in the ring. The Rapture refusing to be submitted. All four competitors just hold on. That's got to be it.
2, 3.
Dick Bruiser taking advantage of the chaos. All four competitors completely out of gas. Manages to get a pinfall victory over the Rapture of all people. Dick Bruiser, of course, the longest tenured member of Nick's wrestling organization. He was the first competitor that was brought over from the NWO stable, and it is only fitting that he is going to be the first challenger competing for the Nick's wrestling organization title. Yeah, Big Dave evaluating that match at 100. 5 stars from Big Dave himself. But, once again, let's just go ahead and get back to the discussion at hand of what is to come tonight. So next up on tonight's show, hold on just a moment here. We've got some tag team action, some inter-promotional tag team action. As the dynamic duo that is Robert Walsh and John Newton gonna be going head to head with the Goodwin brothers. Immediately after this match, however, is going to be the COLBY Open Challenge Battle Royal. So if you have some names that you want to put out for that Battle Royal, do please start thinking who your suggestions are going to be, because as soon as this match concludes, we're going to be taking those competitors. But us go ahead and get into this match, because we don't want to look too far ahead of this tag team contest. Robert Walsh, John Newton, and the Goodwin brothers in that match right now. Wrestling organization card this week. Walsh starting things off here. Big face rake. It's going to be totally different type of matchup from Newton and Walsh. Newton and Walsh, very accustomed to being in brawls. That is not the type of match the Goodwin brothers typically want to be in. They want to out-wrestle you. They want to outmaneuver you, just as Billy Goodwin is attempting to do here, but devastating lariat with nowhere to go, nowhere to sidestep to outmaneuver that massive clothesline from Robert Walsh. So that is going to be the styles clash in this contest here. Are the Goodwins going to be able to out-wrestle these just absolutely rough individuals? And it looks like they're having a tough time of it. Already shaken up just a little bit, causing a very rare miscue for this tag team. Hold on just a moment here. Just absolutely devastating leg hold from Bobby Goodwin. So Robert bringing in John Newton into this contest. Double suplex, sending Bobby to the outside. And John Newton's fired up, trying to get this crowd into this match. Big stomp to the side there. Patented Newton kick to the gut. You know, he likes to set up Newton's Law with that maneuver here, but no such follow-up. But hold on. As I said, these are rough individuals swinging for the fences with that steel chair. Harada's count is at 3, and now that chair is just sitting there right in the center of the ring. You've got to figure that may become a factor over the course of this contest. Ooh, hard shot to the face. And Billy Goodwin unable to avoid it, but does pick the leg and transitions beautifully into a Boston Crab. But John Newton powers out so quickly, bringing Robert Walsh back into this contest. And it looks like they are going double vertical suplex once again, and once again will send one of the Goodwin brothers to the outside. This time John Newton will follow as Robert Walsh stands alone in the center of the ring.
6, 7.
Big low blow, and John Newton just in total control. And Bobby Goodwin's had enough as he's going to battle it out with Robert Walsh on the inside here. But only for a moment. Fires Walsh into the corner, but Walsh able to escape the corner just before that double team offense that was sure to come his way. Stump puller pile driver will daze Billy Goodwin, but right now Robert's got his hands full with Bobby Goodwin as Bobby delivers those heavy right hands to the side of the head. And once again, Robert Walsh stands alone in the center of the ring. Got to figure this team is trying to make a statement here. Who reverses the Irish whip. But Robert responding back. Big knee just going right through him. And another double vertical suplex. This team have only been tagging together officially fairly recently, but these two are lifelong friends and are just so very in sync. Bobby Goodwin, giant swing. And just shoots Newton into that corner turnbuckle. And now going into a combination arm and neck hold, but Newton powers out so quickly. And once again, you can see that chair in the corner of that view here. It has yet to become a factor, but just as with the trios match a couple of weeks ago, a chair lying on the mat is almost more dangerous than in someone's hands. Billy Goodwin, big arm drag, just shooting Newton into the ropes. And both men keeping that fight. This is something of a staple of the Knicks Wrestling Organization tag teams. They like to keep the fight near their own corner. And that is why they are so successful. Robert Walsh getting amped up here. Possibly setting up for that mandible claw. And he hits it right here. Ooh, big standing moonsault from Billy Goodwin. But Bobby has got to be feeling the effects of that nerve hold. And now right into another choke, and Billy Goodwin has had enough. Oh my God, reverse DDT right onto that steel chair, and a body slam onto it as well. The Goodwin brothers clearly meaning business here in this contest. Big step up and a kick to the back of the head. And transitioning beautifully into that double armbar, and hold on just a second here. Mr. Smith of the Firm making his way to the ring. What's he doing here? And it looks like the Firm have not had enough of John Newton and Robert Walsh. That last tag team match ending with some extracurricular activities after the bell. And it looks like the Firm coming here for their receipts. And big body press from Mr. Smith, just planting John Newton into the mat. And Newton and Walsh needing to survive this 3-on-2 odds, at least until Harada is able to restore order. You see John Newton entirely uninterested on this tag team match. This feud between Walsh and Newton and the Firm clearly goes deeper than this wrestling match. Big DDT as Mr. Smith returns to the back, but the damage has already been done. Big leaping facebuster from Bobby Goodwin, and John Newton is in trouble. Big sleeper drop. And hold on just a moment. Leaping pile driver, John Newton saying no. We have not yet begun to fight and will not allow the interference of the Firm to set us back. Big low blow, hold on. Walsh going up top. Big back elbow, planting it in the lower back. Bobby Goodwin going back to his own corner. As I said, this team's so effective at keeping the fight. Big double arm DDT. And Robert Walsh goes for the cover. 1, 2. But still just enough time as Newton unable to cut off Bobby Goodwin from breaking up that pinfall. That could have been it. Hold on, mandible claw. This might be it right here. John Newton possibly pulling Billy Goodwin's leg, or excuse me, Billy Goodwin's leg as he came off that top turnbuckle. And yet another, I believe that's the 4th mandible claw this match. As big flapjack and facebuster, or flapjack cutter from the Goodwin brothers. And this may be the statement that Newton and Walsh are trying to make. They want to go through this tag team because it's very clear the Firm will still be on the other side. Ooh, big rolling guillotine from Bobby Goodwin, but John Newton just reverses course of the low blow and diving elbow right into the lower back of Bobby Goodwin. TKO, is that enough? Goes for the cover, but so very close to that blue Gatorade corner. Once again, another uncharacteristic miss from the Goodwin brothers. It's possible just the physicality of this match has shaken them up a little bit. Big leaping brain buster. Bobby Goodwin goes back to his own corner, as does John Newton. And another patented double vertical suplex. And stump puller pile driver. That could be enough. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3 count fall. As John Newton stares down Billy Goodwin, daring him to make a move. Walsh and Newton refuse to be deterred by the interference of the firm, but it is clear there is still bad blood between these two factions. So we will have to have some sort of way to decisively settle things between Walsh, Newton, and the firm. But good effort from the Goodwin brothers, but just not quite enough to put away these tough as nails individuals from Judgment Pro Wrestling. And I believe that if we can cut to the back, we've got an update on Sterling's championship challenge situation. So let us go ahead and get to that, and we can get the most current information to you as it breaks.
2, 1, go.
All right, I believe it is official. Sterling is going to be challenging for Terrell's Blake's House Heavyweight Championship. That is going to be on next week's show. I know you guys have been looking forward to seeing Terrell in singles action for several weeks now, and you're going to get to see an opportunity for him to defend his title, and you're going to be seeing that next week.
Are we?
It's official, the paperwork's already signed.
Is it? Is it though?
Yeah, Sterling versus Terrell is going to be the main event next week.
Yeah, can we talk about this? Like, what about, the trios title? Like, we had to vacate that? Like, we've been getting screwed left and right? Like, we get one good thing, and this is what happens? Sterling isn't even with us anymore.
First of all, that wasn't my call. All right, you saw the bump that Jamel took onto that steel chair. He wasn't medically cleared. And as per the rules of the championship, if you were unable to defend, a new title must be crowned that week.
All right, well, let's talk about these rules.
Look.
We're going to talk about it.
All right.
You know what they say? Actions speak a lot louder than words. Blue Gatorade sucks. Now, let's fix this contract here. Yeah, looks good. Some good Gatorade. Meet me next week, Sterling. We have some talking to do.
So, there you have it, folks. James Holloway tearing up the #1 Contender's contract, calling Sterling out. I don't know what that means for the #1 contendership picture. I don't know what that means for the Blake's House Heavyweight title picture. But before we can start to piece together exactly what all of that means, we do have an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to determine who is going to be facing COLBY on tonight's show in the Open Challenge. COLBY specifically requesting D-Mob, as he wants another shot at the man that he could not beat in that JPW #1 Contenders tournament. But that still leaves 7 slots for you, the viewers, to vote on who is going to be competing in this match. Alright, I can do both of those things. I certainly have a Godzilla. And I definitely have the share zone. Let's see here. I do not have a Mothra or a King Kong, unfortunately. I don't think I have a Kool-Aid Man. I should have some sort of Sid Vicious. Entirely possible that's not the case. Actually, I don't think I do. So unfortunately, no, I do not have a Sid Vicious. Think I can make Batista's dick happen, provided it is attached to Dave Batista. Let's see. Is there another Batista I have? Okay, no, it is just that one. And I certainly have a Joey Ryan, and I can get a Perlman in this contest as well. Somewhere else, because I know for sure I have a Joey Ryan. I probably have him in, let me see. So I know he briefly wrestled for Lucha Underground. That's weird. I thought I had a Joey Ryan. I do have a Danhausen and Cheeseburger. I think. Hold on. Danhausen, Cheeseburger, and Rip Studley would for sure be the last three. But we can make that happen. Oh, right, sorry, he's not actually in New Japan, he's in ROH. Or at least he was when I made these stables. Alright, that is going to be your 8 entries in the COLBY Open Challenge Over the Top Rope Battle Royal. So let's go ahead and get into this match right now. I think the person who, or at least the people that you have to keep... Oh my god, Cheeseburger eliminated less than 30 seconds into this match. I say the people that you have to keep an eye out on is going to be both D-Mob and Godzilla, as both of these competitors have some history with the angriest wrestler, COLBY. Danhausen does not allow swears.
Give up.
But
Give up. Give up.
got to figure the favorite in this contest is also going to be Godzilla, as Godzilla, an actual kaiju, scaled down to fit in a Blake's House Pro Wrestling ring, but no less threatening than if he were 50 meters tall. The share zone, back-to-back low blows as Batista delivers a devastating double powerbomb with Josh Perlman as he hangs up Rick Studley. And hold on, Godzilla eliminated by D-Mob. D-Mob may be the man to answer Colby's direct challenge. D-Mob, of course, was put in this match at Colby's request. As Studley attempts to powerbomb that mountain of muscle that is D-Mob. Ooh, cover, but only a 1 count. Ooh, big PK from Rip Studley. Now going up top, rolling guillotine as Batista takes it to Josh Perlman. Another competitor that had one hell of a run in that JPW #1 contender tournament. Hold on, Batista going to end this run right here, right now, with a big suplex to the outside. And this match just uncharacteristically calm relative to the other Battle Royals. There are some Battle Royals we've had for the Mag.Lo Open Challenge that by this point in the match, we still had all 8 competitors in the ring. Ooh, 2 power bombs and into a Death Valley driver as Rip Studley just sends the share zone crashing down to the mat. The share zone and Danhausen briefly matching up. You've got to figure that is a match made on Twitter.com. That would be an absolutely spectacular contest.
Give up. Give up.
The only things missing
Give up.
are the man that rules ass, Warhorse, and Drill, but of course we know the Share Zone and Drill have tagged together and will tag together in the future. Ooh, big suplex, Northern Light style from Danhausen.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Batista trying to throw Danhausen to the outside. Batista will throw D-Mob to the outside. Colby will not get his head-to-head matchup against D-Mob this week. But you've got to figure if he is out for blood, these two competitors will meet up face-to-face at some point in the future. But right now, we need to figure out who Colby is going to be facing later tonight. Dave Batista, the Share Zone, Danhausen, Rip Studley, Batista locking on that double armbar. Big soul butt kick from Danhausen to power his way out of that orange Gatorade corner. Big bear hug from Big Dave. And Tony Jaa knee strike to the back of the head. As the Share Zone and Danhausen just battle it out in the center of the ring. Two big men, Rip Studley and Dave Batista, just slugging it out near the periphery. Such a dangerous place to be in these over-rope battle royals. Generally, you want to keep the fight as close to the center of the ring as possible to reduce your chances of being eliminated. Batista bomb! And big cutter from Studley, and hold on, possibly setting up for another TKO. No! Just driving Batista into the mat. And big arm drags, but Batista once again going to those mounted punches. Just trying to eliminate Danhausen. Oh, Danhausen coming from those mounted punches directly into that Boston Crab, and that will be an elimination for Rip Studley. It is anybody's match here, folks. Batista looking a little bit worse for wear, but he is still the animal. Looks like Batista didn't want to have anything to do with Rip Studley and his attitude here as he powerbombs Studley into the mat, and big rabbit punch to the defenseless Rip Studley. Batista, hold on, possibly setting up for another Batista bomb, and just plants him once again, but Rip Studley, hand on the bottom rope. Back switch. And massive backdrop, just sending Batista into the mat. Hold on, so once again, Batista and Rip Studley. Got to wonder if these two have something against one another as Batista continuously goes after him.
1, 2.
Not quite 3. Studley kicking out of the Batista bomb. Cover. And kick square in the chest. Batista eliminated. We are down to Rip Studley and the share zone. Big low blow from the admin. Repeated kicks to the crown. Now the share zone pulling out a patented foreign object. But the share zone not able to score an elimination like that. Big guillotine off the top rope, and he is not finished, folks. Another, but too greedy, and that's going to create an opportunity for Rip Studley to pick up the victory here. Big frog splash. 1, 2. Oh my God, only 2. The share zone isn't done, but neither is Studley. As the share zone once again driven into the mat, and massive chop to the chest. Studley is on a roll here. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Now Studley shot into the ropes. Drop toe hold from the share zone. But hold on, roll up out of nowhere. Cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, still only a 2 count. How much more is the share zone going to be able to take? Although the share zone playing this matchup very strategically, managed to stay away from Batista and Studley for most of that match when it was just the 3 of them in the ring. You've got to figure he is the most fresh competitor at this point in the match. Hold on, big double armbar. This could be it, and it is! A bloodied Rip Studley will advance to the COLBY Open Challenge. And as I said earlier on tonight's show, Nick's Wrestling Organization looking to make a statement. And Rip Studley making a strong statement as he will be going to the COLBY Open Challenge. But before we get to that, we have got 2 different debuts here in the mixed martial arts divisions of both Judgment Pro Wrestling and Nick's Wrestling Organization. So let us go ahead and get to that right now. It'll be John Schmidt, Mikey Pfister, SWA rules action, and that match right now. And they call him Big John. An absolute powerhouse of a wrestler. Going to be going head-to-head against a bare-knuckle boxer, excuse me. Does have those light MMA gloves. But Mikey is a champion puncher. So we are going to be seeing grappling versus striking.
Fight!
In a classic exhibition. Which style is stronger? And right now, Big John using those powerful throws and built like an absolute tank, sending Mikey to the outside, standing alone in the center of the ring. Mikey circling him, using that patented footwork that you would expect a competitive boxer. Oh my God, sidestepping that palm strike and delivering a brutal right hand. Ooh, repeated punches to the stomach, and that's going to send John down to the mat. And here John Schmidt taking this fight back to more familiar territory. Once he can corner you, get his hands on you, he can lift you up and slam you to the mat, but the champion puncher making this extremely difficult to do so. As a devastating 1-2-3 combination, two-piece and a biscuit will send Big John down to the mat. Mikey's so quick to his feet. He understands exactly what sort of jeopardy he is in if he allows Big John to corner him. Ooh, windmill-like haymakers to the top of the head. And Mikey in complete control, and just as I say that, big suplex here. Ooh, Mikey able to just maintain leverage here. Getting his body lower than John Schmidt, and once again doing so, preventing that massive lift and then drop on his neck that you know that Schmidt wants to deliver. He wants that decisive slam. Can knock your lights out and still not given the opportunity. Ooh, big arm drag. That being said, I was going to say up until that moment, Schmidt has managed to stay on his feet from those strikes. But it looks like that sustained damage is starting to get to him. And still not able to hit that big suplex that you know he wants to hit. Oh my God! Knockout blow lands clean into the jaw. And a spectacular debut from that champion puncher, that is Mikey Pfister. So another strong showing from a Knicks Wrestling Organization competitor. Well, we are going to see one of those competitors, whoops, once again, as we are going into the COLBY Open Challenge just a little bit early. And of course, we know who is going to be in that Open Challenge. So let's not waste any more time. is going to be the angriest man in professional wrestling, going up against Rip Studley, the gold standard of Nick's wrestling organization. So let us go ahead and get into that match right now. So COLBY electing to protect this house, while Mag.Lo will be challenging for the KOF TV title. It's like Rip Studley been patched up after that offensive onslaught from the share zone. Let's see how fresh he is coming up against COLBY. Ooh, goes to that powerbomb a little bit too early. Maybe a little bit too amped coming off of that big Battle Royal victory. But Studley starting off strong. Ooh, clubbing chop right into the chest of COLBY. COLBY taking things back to basics a little bit here. Just a standard lift and then drop, body slam into the corner. Studley very willing to slow things down, more traditional style as he works the arms and joints of COLBY here. And Studley just showcasing that size advantage he's got. As he's making things very difficult for COLBY to get going. But COLBY, once he gets going, he's so very dangerous as he has sent Studley to the outside. He is not a man you want to allow to gain offensive momentum. Big punt square in the chest, but COLBY immediately to his feet. And big punching combination, and COLBY's not finished as he takes that mount position and continues to hammer home left and right hands, and once again will do so. Studley struggling to protect himself, but able to push COLBY off on both occasions. And once again, COLBY going for those sledgehammer-like shots, but Studley now battling back with those forearm smashes, and Studley is to his feet first as the Blake's House crowd starts to get behind COLBY. High blue Gatorade district here from Studley, but COLBY finally off the top rope. He goes for those so very rarely, or rather attempts to do so late in matches when his stamina is already depleted. But this time getting a rare opportunity to dive off the top rope, and he makes the most of it. Big punch to the gut. Now Studley going high risk. Rolling guillotine just right into the throat. And now just showcasing that excellent technical ability that he displayed over the course both of the Battle Royal and his career with Nick's Wrestling Organization. Big forearm smash, but COLBY responding back with a devastating spine buster. Now running the ropes and buries an elbow into the chest, but hold on, Studley to his feet first, possibly playing possum here as he once again continues to work the legs of COLBY. COLBY is unable to get a full head of steam for that atomic lariat. Maybe that is his strategy to wear COLBY down here. Big boot, square in the chest, absolutely levels COLBY, but COLBY responding back. And it is just complete back and forth pump handle slam, but only a count of one, and Studley to his feet first once again. Just a massive sense of urgency from Studley, and you've got to figure he knows just how dangerous COLBY can be late in matches. He wants to make sure COLBY doesn't have an opportunity to get there. Jawbreaker and clubbing blow to the back. But COLBY starting to get those motors revved up here. And Studley cuts him off with that Russian leg sweep. And once again going up top. This time, big frog splash. COLBY rolls out of the way. And spear right into that corner turnbuckle. And COLBY once again, pump handle slam, goes for the cover. 1, 2, count 2. Who beats him to the punch with that jab and shoots him into that corner turnbuckle. COLBY now. Hold on. Studley powers out of the corner. Double underhook face buster. And will once again stretch out the neck, legs, and arms. 3-in-1 hold from the gold standard, Rip Studley.
10 minutes gone.
COLBY slamming Studley in the center of the ring. Gotta figure he's going to be looking for that atomic lariat soon. Ducks a lariat of Studley's, and Studley once again, big face buster. And COLBY in trouble here. He is out on his feet, and Studley connecting with a spear of his own. COLBY swinging wildly with that right hand. Doesn't quite find its mark, but these do. And massive left hand will lay Studley out, and Studley measuring COLBY up, setting up for something here. But COLBY once again, big pump handle drop. Oh, COLBY circling. You know what that means. He's looking. Oh my God. I'm going to say looking for that atomic lariat, but not getting an opportunity as he has hit once, twice, and now Death Valley driver, center of the ring. And Studley's got him pinned, middle of the ring, nowhere to go. But COLBY narrowly escapes, and now you can see the frustration starting to build. COLBY hitting that low blow, big cutter from Rip Studley, just shutting out whatever offensive momentum COLBY trying to build. But you can see just how winded Studley appears to be at this point in this match. How much more can COLBY take? How much more does Studley have to give? Another big pump handle drop. And a devastating spear now shooting COLBY into this blue Gatorade corner. But Studley just looking winded, but still manages to keep the advantage here. Rolling guillotine. And Studley on top in this contest thus far. But another pump handle slam. COLBY has gone to that so many times in this match. But just like every other occasion, oh, hold on just a moment here. Gladiator! 1, 2. Oh my God, Studley kicking out of COLBY's atomic lariat. I don't know how much more COLBY has in the tank. He's hit him with nearly everything he's got. Big rolling guillotine from Studley. Both men laid out on the mat, both to their feet, almost identical. And how quick they get to their feet. COLBY now clubbing blow into the chest. And running slam right into the center of the ring. Falling fist, and both men still going after one another. Oh my God. Studley getting fired up here. If he hits this frog splash, this could be it. No, rolling guillotine off the top. COLBY to his feet immediately. COLBY dropped right onto the mat, and he is dazed. And COLBY now standing alone in the center of the ring as the crowd chants his name. As he can take a moment to breathe. Shoots him into the ropes. Hold on. Oh my God. Goes for that atomic lariat once again. Doesn't find his mark. But Studley does with that devastating spear into the center of the ring. And PK and COLBY is on the ropes here. Ooh, but beats him to the punch with that jab. And now COLBY appears to be in control. Big Bulldog. COLBY possibly setting up for Atomic Lariat, but Studley just too quick. Manages to shut him out. Operating purely on instinct at this point. Big pump handle drop. And Studley countering Russian leg sweep. Is this going to be it for COLBY? No, COLBY to his feet. Runs the ropes, running up. Oh! And that is why they call it the Atomic Lariat. A maneuver so devastating that it could end a match at any moment. Studley able to kick out of the first, able to escape the second, but the third one did him in. And Rip Studley being taken to the back. He will be evaluated by the Blake's House medical staff. But COLBY protecting this house. And doing a fine job while Mag.Lo has other obligations. Actually, I believe it should be mentioned. Mag.Lo getting back from performing MagFest this weekend. As I'm sure you are all aware, Mag.Lo, in addition to being a Blake's House professional wrestler, is also a touring musician and played one hell of a show at MagFest, but he is coming back off of Melbash, third in a field of 19 teams. Team Blake's House and their amazing friends. Mag.Lo competing with his longtime teammate in Raiden and brief rival in Austin Walker. This team managed to get third place in a field of absolute monsters in the world of professional wrestling. Here are the not all 19 teams, but at least the first that were officially entered in Melbash 2000. That, of course, you can see at twitch.tv/MellyInChains. I will be sure to get you guys a YouTube link on the next show whenever that is uploaded to YouTube as well. But if it was any indicator, we are about to go KOF TV title action. And this team, Team Blake's House and their amazing friends, will be competing for the Blake's House Trios title. So let us go ahead and get these men to the ring. And yeah, that match ruled. That's kind of all there is to that. Okay, I can't give them a second, I guess. That's weird. But, yeah, Team Blake's House and their amazing friends taking on Team Yagami. A team that just absolutely devastated that Trios tournament for the vacant KOF Trios title. But let us see how Mag.Lo is able to handle this team of real shooters. So let us go ahead and get into this match right now.
Mag.Lo walking out to the team of Mag.Lo walking out to the theme of Mag.Lo, that is team. But in that orange Gatorade corner, led by Iori Yagami himself. Just an absolutely vicious, sadistic team that are a threat anywhere they are in the ring. But we are starting things off. Captain versus Captain. Mag.Lo taking on Yagami, and Yagami trying to bring this to his own corner. Big forearm smash from Mag.Lo. Big lift then drop, and Mag.Lo taking this fight to the outside immediately. As Mag.Lo and Yagami battle it out in front of the commentator's table. Ooh, Mag.Lo holding that drop kick for a full minute. First, you gotta figure Raiden limbering up his legs on that apron to hit that drop kick of his own, as Harada's count is at 13. But here is Raiden right here, right now. These two men have battled it out in the world of King of Fighters, and now they will battle it out in the world of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. As Raiden and Yagami know, Yagami tagging Vice into this contest. But Raiden just blowing that team back. And a clubbing blow from Raiden. And Vice, you wouldn't know it by her size, but she is a recreational power lifter, someone that can absolutely hold the weight and manipulate the weight of somebody like Raiden with the greatest of ease. Ooh, going for that far D, doesn't quite find its mark, but those standing A's from Raiden do. And Raiden once again blowing this team back, making sure that he can create the space he needs to keep the advantage in this contest. But right now, the sadistic woman that is Mature, I was going to say was going to battle it out with Raiden, but it looks like Austin_Walker, Dr. Brooklyn, Professor Killa in the ring right now. Ooh, big wheel kick doesn't quite find its mark. Ooh, rolling armbar. Excellent counter to that choke that Mature was attempting to employ in this match. And Austin_Walker beating Mature to the punch pretty consistently here. And Mature has had enough of that. Just repeated clubbing blows, chopping Walker down to size. Ooh, that wheel kick will connect, but Mature stays on her feet. And it is Austin Walker in trouble as she connects to that arm drag. Oh my god, devastating combination, and with the exclamation mark at the end, big chop, putting Austin Walker into the mat. Now Vice back in, but big backbreaker from Austin Walker, and hold on. Walker running the ropes, and running elbow plants it right into the back. And Vice answering back, just grinding an elbow into the side of the head of Walker. Mag.Lo originally coming in to assist Walker, but count two. Mag.Lo making the sacrifice play, allowing Austin Walker to get back to his own corner.
And Raiden, big pile driver, planting Mature. And now stretching her out, trying to break her back, make her humble with that camel clutch. Big elbow to face from Raiden. And Raiden running the ropes. And connects with that sit-out lariat. Mature now in trouble. And Poison Mist trying to get as every advantage he can as he hits with that colossal lariat. But there is the teamwork of the Yagami team. A team that would not let even death break them apart. Vice goes for the cover 1, but only a 1 count. It is going to take more than that to bring down the Big Bear himself. As a hanging choke, Vice now appears to be in trouble, but this fight so far away from that blue Gatorade corner. The Yagami team so well practiced, making sure this fight stays away from the opposing team. Oh, hold on just a moment here. Big double power bomb. But Vice with a massive slam of her own. Vice bringing Yagami into this contest. And Mag.Lo brought in as well. And now Yagami and Mag.Lo battling it out in that blue Gatorade corner. Yagami running the ropes here. And falling fist just buries it into the throat of Mag.Lo. Mag.Lo ducking that back fist. And big tackle. Mag.Lo trying to work the legs of Yagami here. Not his usual strategy. Hold on. Just as I say that, he goes for that patented spinning toe hold. Just always a fan favorite maneuver. The crowd calling for Mag.Lo. Magic Killer! And Mag.Lo exiting the ring on a high note, giving Raiden control, but Yagami reversing course here, creating some trouble for Raiden. Ooh, Vice attempting to slam Raiden to the mat, unable to hit her mark as Raiden now brings this fight into this blue Gatorade corner. And Raiden saying he is number 1. As he tries to choke the life out of Vice, and that is going to clear out both aprons. And Yagami absolutely mugged in his own corner. Big turn belly to belly. And Raiden always making sure to put on a show for the fans. And big powerbomb once, twice, and 3 powerbombs just flattening Vice here. But Vice saying anything you can do, I can do better with that tackle of her own. And Iori missing with that enziguri is going to create an opportunity for Raiden to get back to his own corner and bring Mag.Lo back into this contest. Ooh, repeated punches to the jaw. And big neck breaker. Yagami now in control. Being said, Mag.Lo managing to keep this fight in his own corner as long as he possibly can. And Raiden and Mag.Lo with that connection, allowing Mag.Lo to connect with that tackle. Yagami, that maiden masher now setting up for something. Mag.Lo is dazed. And that is going to clear this apron, allowing Mag.Lo a chance to get back to his feet. Big Samoan drop, doesn't quite send him to the outside, but he is going to bring on a fresh Austin Walker into this match. being said, Yagami is on fire here. Seems like everything he's doing is working. Diving off the top, jumping B will connect into the back of Austin Walker. And Yagami creating a big opportunity for his team as he brings Mature into this contest. Super kick from Mature, and Austin Walker absolutely leveled by a series of kicks. Standing Shiranui from Mature, and picture perfect moonsault cover. 1, 2. Oh, that was almost it. Just hold on a second here. Burning hammer from Austin Walker. That could be enough to put Mature away, but no, Mature to her feet immediately. Both competitors going for those wild shots, neither connecting. Austin Walker, big shoulder block into that blue Gatorade corner, bringing Raiden into this contest. Ooh, big low D, and sidesteps the headbutt from Raiden. And then, oh my God, low D from Yagami, planting Raiden to the mat. And hold on a second here. Big kick to the back, and Raiden is in trouble as he is all alone in that orange Gatorade corner. Big turn belly to belly, trying to change momentum here as he gets to the top rope. Yagami to his feet. Big body splash. And Yagami a little bit distracted by Mag.Lo, possibly buying some time for Raiden here, but no, as Yagami once again in control. Another turn belly to belly from Raiden. You've got to figure with the punishment that both teams have taken, one pinfall or submission near your own corner is going to be the difference maker in this contest. But neither team have really gotten an opportunity to do so. Raiden bringing Austin Walker back into this match. And Walker now fired up. Illegal choke from Yagami, and that's going to clear out both aprons. Big diving leg drop from Raiden, and that, just the sheer weight of that man colliding with you, absolutely astronomical. Big Northern Lights suplex transitions into a cross arm breaker, but Yagami able to get his foot on the ropes. And Yagami going back to his own corner, bringing Vice back into this contest. And that's going to create an opportunity for Walker as a very rare miscue from Yagami here. Big neck breaker from Austin Walker. Shooting Vice into that orange Gatorade corner. It looks like they're going up top. Walker going high risk. Oh my God, Samoan drop avalanche off the second. And Shote to the back of the head. But Vice, as I said, just so dangerous, so strong. Just crushing Walker. And Mature with the misdirection here. Hold on, Walker switching sides. Vice reversal. This is still anybody's match, folks. Walker unable to cut Vice off. Vice creating an opportunity for Yagami. Big bulldog from Mag.Lo. And the clothesline from Bretton Woods goes for the cover. One, but only one, as the Yagami team cuts him off. And Big Bear just crushing Vice with that Big Bear hug. Mag.Lo shot into the ropes. and low D. And that choke, that could be it. No, Mag.Lo still hanging on. And Mature making the sacrifice play, getting herself in between Austin Walker and Raiden and Mag.Lo. And Raiden creating another opportunity for Mag.Lo. Big Inseguri, and now Yagami going up top and jumping B off the top rope. But Mag.Lo now bringing Big Bear into this contest. And oh my god, this match has been going on so long. It is still very much anyone's contest. And Vice, too big, too strong, too fast, planting Raiden into that blue Gatorade turnbuckle. Now Raiden going up top. Big boy senton from the biggest boy in this match. And another, but Vice rolls out of the way and now is in control. Looks like it is a chop battle, center of the ring. Raiden psyching himself up. Vice answering back with a tackle of her own. Raiden taking Vice's leg out from under her leg. But hold on. This could be it once. Twice. 3 power bombs into the mat, and she will bring Yagami, a fresh man, back into this contest. Sandwich lariat, just crushing blow. And another running kick to the back of the head, but Raiden to his feet. And Raiden able to get back to his own corner, bringing a fresh Austin Walker into this match. Big kick to the leg from Walker. And back breaker. And Austin Walker once again burning hammer, but Yagami rolls to the outside. He'll be unable to make the cover. Magic killer to Mature. But Austin Walker all alone, forward B from Yagami, and that's going to be a cover. 1, 2, 3 count fall. First elimination goes to the Yagami team. And it's unclear who the legal man is here. It looks like it's Mag.Lo, but yes, Harada forcing Big Bear to the corner. And another chokehold and another elimination. Raiden's going to have to do this one all by himself. Big turn belly to belly. And a face rake from Iori, bringing in a fresh Vice into this contest. Lift and dropping him on his neck. Raiden is not a man you want to count out. Hold on, though, just a moment here. Possibly setting up for that running power bomb once again, but Raiden had it scouted.
Ready, go!
Stacks him up. 1, 2. Oh, but only 2. Yagami coming in at the last possible moment to connect with that Inseguri, breaking up the pinfall. Sit out lariat from Raiden. Gotta figure he's gonna be getting desperate at this point in this contest. Massive powerbomb once, twice, and another. But Raiden still not finished, and that could be, hold on, cover. 1, 2, but still only 2 as the numbers game works against him. Big shoulder breaker from Vice. And sandwich lariat just absolutely crushing him, and that's gotta be it. 1, 2. No! Raiden still has some gas in the tank, folks. And another big sandwich lariat. Yagami goes up top. And jumping C off the top rope. Raiden still all alone against this team. Big turn belly to belly. Raiden going up top. Big boy senton just buries all of his weight into the stomach of Iori Yagami. And massive powerbomb once, twice, 3 times, just throwing him to the mat. Big body press, that could be it. No, hand on the bottom rope. And that is going to keep all 3 members of this Yagami team alive in this contest. And big forward B from Yagami, but he is not finished yet. Yagami responding back, low blow of his own. And Raiden going up top, guillotine off the top rope. And you've got to figure he is feeling this 3-on-1 numbers disadvantage. You can see how winded he is, trying to bring the fight as far away from the Yagami corner as he can. Raiden signaling he is number 1, and he's going to stack Mature up too. 3 count fall. It is down to 3-on-2. The dream of the reverse OCV is still very much alive, folks.
Ready, go!
Big tackle, but answered back. Insaguri throwback from Iori Yagami, and forward B to the back of the head. And Raiden in trouble, so far away from his own corner. And Yagami connecting with that patented maiden masher. And looks like Raiden's neck is injured. Raiden to his feet, and Yagami miscalculated, and that's going to create an opportunity for Raiden. Big clubbing blow to the back. And guillotine-like leg drop off the top. Going for a second. No, a big boy senton. All 400 pounds right into the lower back of Yagami. Just absolutely devastating maneuver. And there, lariat, but Yagami to his feet immediately. Yagami able to bring a fresh vice into this contest. And that numbers disadvantage working so hard against him. And big Frankensteiner from Vice. He gets this powerbomb, it might be over. Big powerbomb, but hand on the bottom rope. Raiden's still alive here. Devastating sandwich lariat. And deadlift German suplex. Vice so very strong in that small frame. But a suplex of his own. Raiden planting Vice into the mat. Stacks her up. 1, 2, 3. It looks like Yagami wants to take this one all by himself. And Yagami employing an illegal chokehold. And it looks like somebody getting involved on the apron here. Big guillotine leg drop from Raiden, and a second. And diving big boy off the top. How much punishment are either of these men going to be able to take? This has to be enough. Classic strategy from the veterans of King of Fighters. Make sure you are able to break the holds for your teammates. And that's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3 count fall. And Vice buying some extra time for Yagami. His back had taken so much sustained damage from those repeated power bombs, from those repeated diving sentons off the top rope. You could see he was tapping to the submission hold, but Harada was unable to see the hold. And that allows the Yagami team to hold on to the KOF TV title one more week. And no, if you thought that was our last match, you are sorely mistaken, as we have got a grudge match. Coming up next. Yeah, that makes sense. If that says king, this says king, and then another word. Oh, actually, this is a grudge match. Let's take this to a more fitting setting. And it's weird that I could have sworn there was pinfall, submission, or escape the cage, but that is clearly not the case. That's weird. But it also has been a while since I've done a cage match. So, if you remember, from a couple weeks back, we had a matchup. Frank Vista and Armor King were in the Mag.Lo Battle Royal. Frank Vista would eliminate himself to take Armor King out of that match. Clearly some animosity in between these two competitors. So we're going to have to settle that animosity inside a steel cage. So let us go ahead and get right into that match now. And we need a special enforcer to contain this match, so we have the baddest man on the planet, Ken Shamrock, acting as the official for this match. As we let these two competitors settle things in the ring. Ooh, big forearm smash from Armor King. Devastating deadlift German from Frank Vista. The man with every tool in the toolbox. Just an extremely gifted mixed martial artist. But right now, he is going up against a real shooter in Armor King. Competitor that has competed in several King of the Iron Fist tournaments. And he is trying his hand at Blaze. Oh my god. Tombstone pile driver right onto that baseball bat. And just as that steel chair played a small factor in the tag team match earlier tonight, appears these foreign objects on the mat are going to play a role in this contest as well, as Armor King has made a point to slam Frank Vista onto those baseball bats for that extra damage. And repeated knees to the crown, Armor King able to escape. Big headbutt, and hold on just a moment here. Flashing elbow. Going for that rolling lariat, but Vista so smart, so aware of where he is in the ring. Able to escape and connects with that Olympic slam. And modified dragon screw to a lying opponent, just trying to work every body part that he can. Big diving back elbow. Armor King reminding Vista he is not the only one comfortable from a mounted position. As he delivers those devastating mounted punches. Ooh, big low blow. Armor King going up top, another diving elbow. And Frank Vista is in trouble. Hold on. Vista rolls through. As I said, Vista, an extremely accomplished grappler. It's so dangerous going to the ground against him. Oh my god. Burning hammer just planting Vista to the mat. Vista is up. He is dazed. Moonsault, absolutely picture perfect. As Vista is once again in trouble here. Hold on, repeated punches to the jaw. But Armor King doing the deal. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow, but this match is not pinfall or submission, so this match will go on. Ooh, goes for a rolling elbow, but just a little bit too slow. Ooh, repeated headbutts from Armor King. As you can see, both of these competitors trying to flex that wrestling background, trying to assert their dominance on the mat. And Armor King getting the upper hand more often than not thus far in this contest. Hold on. 1, 2, 3 European uppercuts. And Armor King in trouble. Devastating screwdriver, and that could be it. And Vista unable to get him off the cage before he was able to get over the top. And a symbolic victory for Armor King, where he was unable to continue in the Mag.Lo Battle Royal. He was able to escape Frank Vista and the steel cage match. But we've received word. Hold on just a moment here, folks. Looks like we are going to get one more match tonight, as Sterling has accepted James Holloway's challenge. #1 contender's spot on the line. So if you were not here earlier tonight, Sterling formally announced that he was intending to challenge Terrell as the rightful #1 contender of the Blake's House heavyweight title. However, James Holloway had other plans, as Holloway, interrupting the contract signing, called Sterling out. He wants a shot at Blake's House Gold, and he is going to have to get through Sterling to do it. So let us not waste any more time. Let's get right into this contest. Absolutely disrespectful actions from Holloway earlier on tonight's program. But he may have more than he's bargained for going head-to-head against a truly dominant force that is Sterling. But we are going to have to see as this match goes on. Big eye rake from Sterling, and Sterling shooting Holloway into that blue Gatorade corner. Holloway, historically not a fan of blue Gatorade, and presumably not a fan of that kick to that lower abdomen from Sterling. And Sterling right now in complete control. Holloway trying to put one over on Harada, but hold on, who's that at ringside? Eric Lopez electing to get involved in this contest. We'll have to see at what capacity Zero is going to get involved in this match. But right now, Sterling in control, doesn't need a corner. Big elbow to the back from Sterling. Sterling just still in control here as James finds his way here. Oh my God, snap Rana. And that may be the momentum shifter that James needed to get back into this match. Strike exchange. It's unclear. Holloway coming out on top here as he locks the arm, but Sterling powering out of that hold. And now Holloway transitioning into a knee bar. Thus far, Zero has not gotten involved in this match. Ooh, Ushigoroshi, just the back of the head and neck. Such a dangerous thing to land on. Big tombstone pile driver from Holloway, and once again going to that knee bar. And Zero still not yet electing to get involved in this contest. Big backdrop from Holloway. And flash knee bar, Sterling hand on the bottom rope. And another tombstone pile driver, so close to that orange Gatorade turnbuckle, but Sterling powering out of it with those repeated palm strikes. And center of the ring, 1, 2, but only 2. And Sterling just an absolute force of nature, a man that cannot be stopped. And falling fist right into the back of James Holloway. Ooh, big shoulder block from Holloway, and Holloway trying to regain control. Oh my God, Harada is down. And Holloway moonsault, double stomp, goes, oh no, not goes for the cover. Big elbow right into the chest. Sterling now trying to make something happen, but Holloway just a little bit too quick for him. Big back elbow, and Holloway now setting something up, goes up top. Another moonsault double stomp. And Holloway now in the driver's seat. And massive head scissors. And an Inferno kick, 2 massive boots to the side of the head. But Sterling now, tombstone pile driver of his own. Three's been hit with 2 earlier on in this contest. Now Sterling once again, another big falling fist, this time into the stomach, just driving it home. And Sterling once again, another tombstone pile driver. 2 tombstones to 2 tombstones. As Holloway tries to clear the corner with that arm drag. Hold on just a moment. Giant choke slam. Planting Holloway into the mat. 1, 2. Oh my God, that was almost it. And James Holloway is in trouble. And yet another moonsault double stomp. Gotta figure, when is he going for that Persona 450? And hold on, Zero getting involved in this match now. Possibly saw Holloway going for that signature hold. And didn't want Holloway to get an opportunity to score that pinfall victory. So that is what Zero is out here to do. He's out here to be disruptive. Ooh, another big backdrop from Holloway. Holloway signaling he wants the 450. Going up top once again. But Sterling hand on the bottom rope. And another spin out bomb from James Holloway. And now Sterling is the one in trouble. But hold on. Ushigoroshi, center of the ring. And Sterling running the ropes, plants an elbow right into his stomach. 1, 2, 3 count fall. A lot of shenanigans in that match. Certainly Harada going down early and Eric making sure to get himself involved at every opportunity that Holloway appeared to have an advantage in that contest. That is going to be a W for Sterling, and Sterling's #1 contender spot will hold. And that matchup for that he had challenged Terrell to should hold as well. We will update you with the status of that next week. But that is going to conclude this week's episode of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Of course, you are welcome to and encouraged to hang out in the chat as we do one more bonus match. So let me go ahead and clear this out, and let's see who's going to be fighting in that bonus match. So, who do y'all like out of the red corner and the blue corner? Jeff Angel versus Robocop is a very good matchup, honestly. Prepare to be disappointed, because I am pretty sure this is WCW Robocop, not movie Robocop. Of course, yeah, Jeff Angel fighting with the 3 values of hustle, loyalty, and calling your dad every day. But, yeah, I guess, like, main show is over, so I can kind of take it easy a bit. Fuck, that trios match was long. Like, I legitimately ran out of wind about 3/4 of the way through that match, and I saw that I had 2 more matches to call afterward. I was like, oh man, it's going to be a rough night. But that was a good match. That being said, I can certainly foresee eliminated opponents eliminated opponents, getting on the apron and providing a distraction. Now that I understand how manager interference works, is going to be a real ass problem with that team. But we'll let it play out a couple more weeks. Because, like, the team is clearly beatable. Yeah, like, I saw you mention it in the chat, and you have been getting kind of shafted on the RNG, like, either missing the grapples or just, like, outright getting reversed. Which is really unfortunate. Like, also, like, kind of lousy that there was no pinfall submission escape the cage option for cage matches. Because that just kind of feels like a no-brainer as a format. Because I feel like in a standard escape format, Frank Vista is at a bit of a disadvantage because, like, a lot of his stuff ends in pinfall and submission combinations. So he doesn't really get to hit the big move and then leave. That being said, I did like the poetic justice of, hey, this feud started because someone was made to leave the ring, and then this feud is possibly settled. Who knows how we want to take that angle, but potentially settled by leaving the ring. So I enjoy irony. Irony is good. But yeah, I will say, I never actually thanked you for the raid, Jamel, so appreciate you doing that. Yeah, you did come in about 3/4 of the way through a pretty stacked show, all things considered, so yeah, definitely recommend checking out the VOD. There is going to be a thing in the VOD that you are very much going to want to use for the video package. Oh, fuck me. I did not notice that until you pointed it out. Yeah, his head is literally the same tone as the ring. That's a lot. But, hey, you're good. Like, definitely, like, no issue with, like, you running your own shit. I mean, it's kind of what we were talking about on Saturday, with, Blake, Zero, James, and I, about, like, hey, we should actively be promoting each other's channels and, like, kind of encouraging each other's work. So, like, yeah, like, I have extremely not been making time to talk to you about that, so that one is, like, partly on me as well. So, like, sometime this week, like, I can give you a call and we can kind of talk about, like, what you've got, what you need, as far as, like, some other stuff that weren't, like, Twitch highlights. And, like, I guess, like, general direction. I mean, fair. I mean, in that game of NHL, like, I mean, one, 10-minute periods was entirely too much hockey. And two, like, your goal in that game was to accrue the most penalties, which is generally not how you win a hockey game. But, I mean, I'm not a hockey coach. Maybe that's wrong. Yeah, I'd say, like, your guys are at a pretty good spot right now. like, definitely will be making some edits to priorities. Because, like, yeah, you pointed out, hey, my local version of the Rapture doesn't really have a real way to win matches, and, like, create some, like, signature move into, like, pinfall priorities to make it so, like, there are secondary win conditions for your characters. That's a good question. Mark me down as probable for streaming. I'll have to see like what the schedule is for GDQ Sunday. Yeah, we can discuss that at a later date. But like right now, mark me down as probable that I will be streaming. But like if there's a game I really want to watch scheduled for Sunday evening, I might take that week off. And honestly, kind of like I said going into tonight, streaming when Wrestle Kingdom was happening this morning and GDQ was happening tonight was kind of a foolish move, because anybody that would potentially be watching my show that is like not already a fan is doing something else. Oh, does it? Okay, well that's gonna make my decision to stream Sunday a lot easier. So yeah, I guess it's the plan is hang out at GDQ all day Saturday. But yeah, so one of my friends mentioned like, hey, you should run basically a filler episode because nobody is going to be watching this, because Wrestle Kingdom was literally this morning and GDQ was tonight, so like, and if I had planned things out better, that's probably what I would have done, but I wrote this badass episode of TV, and like, I know we say this every couple of weeks, this is probably one of my strongest episodes I've actually ran thus far, and I was like, yeah, I want to run this, I want to run this episode because I'm really proud of it. Yeah, I mean, like, so I've been working out of the Orlando office recently, which is going to be a problem for, like, if we wanted to carpool to GDQ on Friday. Like, some shit has been, like, some shit got shuffled around at work. So, like, the Orlando office is not that far from the venue, as far as I'm aware. So, like, I might go once or twice this week. Yeah, we can talk about that later. But yeah, that is all stuff to figure out at a later date. Right now, I'm going to be signing off very shortly. Let me see here. And actually, I'm not going to throw you guys to anybody because GDQ is literally happening right now. So you probably already have that up in another monitor. But appreciate you guys for stopping by. As always, if you are watching this on YouTube or just are a new viewer, we do this every 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday nights at twitch.tv/MondayCindy. You can see some weekly episodic wrestling content in Fire Pro Wrestling World. You can expect sporadic streams midweek from me from other games. Sometimes I play BattleTech. Might play some Mech Warrior. I've been kind of falling behind with Brandon and Warzala. We're playing the shit out of that, and so I am extra behind them as far as like the story content goes. And Disco Elysium was on sale this week. Might stream that, or might just keep my first playthrough to myself. Who knows? But, yeah, appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, and hope to see you guys next time. See you later on.